In this demo, I'm going to show how to use Oxygen to create a simple XML schema and use that schema to validate a well-formed XML document. And we certainly will turn that well-formed XML document into a valid one. Okay, so I'm going to use the examples provided in the book. I'm going to open my original well-formed XML. It's here. And I will also try to create a new schema file. So I'm selecting this XML schema and create. And as you can see, the interface is a little bit crowded. You're going to create the schema create going to show up here, and you have those graphic things that you could use. But we're first going to use the text view to design a schema, and for the later more complicated schemas, we're going to use this graphic design view. So for now, let's click on text. I'm going to show you that Oxygen will automatically generate a template for you to create your XML schema. And in this case, we see pretty much like what is shown in your book. A schema has to start with a schema tag, and its namespace is access, showing up here. Element form default has something to do with namespace, which we're going to learn more about in the future, so let's just remove it for now. And I'm going to just type in this window the exactly same schema in your book, figure 9.6. So I'm going to start to type. As you can see, Oxygen pop up a number of options for you, right? So we're first going to create our root element. Since we're creating this schema to validate this XML file, we have wander, and it has name, location, and height as its sub-element. The root is wander, so therefore we want to have wander here, right? And then this element is a complex type, so we insert complex type. It's complex type because the wander element include other elements. So, and it include name, location, and height in this sequence. So we want to add a restriction here to call for sequence. So you type in, if you just keep on typing, and Oxygen will prompt you the element that you need to use. And then here in the sequence, we're going to add elements, right? Our first element in that sequence is name, so let's add name. And it has a type, the data type for this is XS, and then string, right? Okay, so select string. To make this easier to read, it's an empty element, so we can just use that / to close it. And I'll keep on typing to complete this. I'll pause this recording. So I typed 2 more elements here. This is our first simple schema that we create. As you can see, we have a green box here, indicates that we did everything good. That the system has nothing to complain about the syntax. So we learned in this example that a complex type could have a sequence of simple elements. And now we're going to save this, Control S, and I'm going to call it you can give it any name, but giving this name will tell me that it has something to do with that XML file. And I'm saving this schema file exactly in the same folder as this XML file, so later it's easier for us to refer to it. So I saved it. In the next demo, I show you how to how to link this schema into the XML file and then validate that XML file.